Hey you guys, welcome back to another Beyond Crazy video. Today we are traveling to India and trying chicken biryani. One of you guys made a recommendation in a previous vlog, so we are gonna give this a try. Now last night I did some prep work to get this started. Let's play that clip and then let's get to making some good food. The first step is we need to marinate the chicken and get that started. The recipe says for plain yogurt, but then if you read lower in the recipe, it says to take some yogurt and add some finely chopped, I can't talk today because I'm hungry. So finely chopped mint leaves to it and some salt and some water to loosen the consistency and use that as part of the marinade. So I'm gonna do that right now. Biryani is a mixed rice dish mainly popular in South Asia. It is made with rice, some type of meat, and spices. To cater to vegetarians in some cases, it is prepared by substituting vegetables or paneer for the meat. Sometimes eggs and potatoes are also added. To make the riata, it says to combine 1.5 cups of yogurt to 1/3 cup of mint. I did the first package of mint. I didn't quite have enough. Let's do the other one. I love the smell of mint. In fact, quick story, it brings me back to my childhood. My mom's mom, my grandma, lived in Colorado, and my mom sent us one summer to stay with my grandparents and just hang out. And I remember, so my grandma at the time lived in Colorado on top of a mountain, and she had this mint patch on her property, and she would go out there and pick fresh mint all the time, and she would bring it in and put it in her tea. And that smell just reminds me of those good times. I love the smell of mint. I don't use mint enough. I need to start finding more recipes with mint in it. Okay, the yogurt is made for the marinade. I've put that in the fridge so it's keeping cool. The marinade also calls for 6 cloves of garlic, so I'm gonna mince those up really finely right now and then get my spices together so that we can get the chicken marinade. Okay, so Tristan just taught me something that I didn't know. So I've always used a potato peeler to peel ginger, but he said just take a normal spoon and you can, with very little force, you can peel ginger, and it helps because a spoon can get into all the little nooks and crannies on the ginger. Thank you, Tristan, for the pro tip. It is time to marinate our chicken. So we are gonna add our chicken here. We already have our garlic and our ginger. We have our oil.
What kind of oil?
So we are using avocado oil. You can use vegetable oil if you so prefer. This is our pre-made yogurt the mint yogurt. All right, we're gonna add a little bit of water. And finally, all of our seasoning. Now, we gotta get dirty.
Okay, so what's the next process after this?
All right, now we need to parboil some rice, some basmati rice. It is currently 8:38. I started preparing this at 7:30. Now this is the first time I prepared it, so I imagine in the future if I was to prepare it again, I could actually do it per the recipe in 20 minutes. But it's kind of late, and I had a hot dog from Tristan earlier. We're gonna save this and we're gonna cook this tomorrow for lunch, and I'm super excited because the chicken is gonna get to marinate all night. All right, you guys, it is the next day. I ended up eating some other stuff, but I'm hungry again because it is the next day after lunchtime. I know I'm getting kind of a late start, but our chicken marinated overnight. And it looks delicious. Okay, we need to parboil some rice. In full transparency, I've never parboiled rice before, but we have it. Let's get it done, because I'm hungry. All right, we're adding 3 quarts of water to our pan so that we can parboil the rice. We're also gonna start prepping. So the recipe, I didn't follow it specifically, and the fact that they marinated their chicken in the pot that they were gonna cook it in, I did it in a bowl. The smell coming off of this is just amazing. So I'm layering the chicken on the bottom of the pan, skin side down. This is skinless, but hopefully it'll be all right.
Looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
You can't eat it right now though, you'll get silver vanilla.
Right? All right, filled up more than the bottom. Again, we did double the recipe. Probably should have increased the size of the pot, but yeah. Okay, I'm getting ready to parboil the rice and I'm putting the aromatics together. And this recipe calls for some dried star anise. And I've never used it before. Oh, it smells like, I think it smells like licorice to me. A little bit like licorice. It smells so good though. We have our aromatics all set aside. We are waiting for the rice to come to a boil. We're gonna parboil the rice. So that means to boil the rice for a shorter than time than to actually fully cook it. We're only gonna parboil it for about 4 minutes. Once we get that done, we're gonna cook the chicken for about 5 to 10 minutes. We're gonna flip it a couple times and then eventually end with the skin side down to try to protect it while it does its long cook. And so basically, biryani is chicken and rice stacked up, at least the biryani we're making. I know there's other types. There's actually a lot of other types from what I found. But basically it's all cooked in one pot other than the parboiled rice. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm so hungry. All right, our rice is boiling. We're gonna add our rice is boiling. Our water is boiling. Time to add our rice.
We're leaving that in.
And our salt and aromatics. We're gonna let it come back to a boil, cook for 4 minutes, and then the parboiled rice is done. The rice is in, just waiting for it to come to a boil. Alexa, set a timer for 4 minutes. You guys are welcome.
4 minutes.
Rice is done, let's get the chicken rolling. I have the chicken sitting in the marinade in the pot. So we're gonna cook on medium heat for 5 minutes. We're gonna flip over the chicken and cook for another 5 minutes. We can probably flip it at least 4 times, but we want the chicken to ultimately end skin down if you're using skinned chicken. I did not get that, unfortunately, but the smells in this kitchen right now, somebody needs to invent smell-o-vision, seriously. If you guys are into ASMR, gotcha. So at this point, before you put the rice on top of the chicken and marinade, you would put a layer of onion. We already had some onion cut up, so it saves us from having to do it. So this is the onion we're gonna use. Chicken is looking amazing. Okay, the chicken's been going for about 10 minutes. We're gonna add the onion, a cup of coriander, and chopped cilantro. Make sure you leave your aromatics in. In goes the parboiled rice. All right, now you're gonna flatten the rice so it's a completely flat surface. We're gonna add the saffron randomly over the top coat of rice.
Oh, it's all gonna fall out instantly.
All right, now we need to spread some ghee. Our ghee was a little set up, so we threw it in the microwave for just a short time and stirred it up really good.
For the viewers watching at home that might not know what ghee is, I saw that we just jumped right into it. Ghee is clarified butter. So ordinarily when you make butter, it's got all this fat and all this extra stuff in it. And what you'll do is you'll bring it up to a boil, and it's the process of skimming everything off the top. And it leaves that layer on the bottom that is the clarified butter. So you don't have to have any fear like heating this up. You're more than welcome to throw this back inside the fridge after you've opened it. It's gonna solidify again, but you can just pop it right back in the microwave. It's not gonna change the integrity of it at all.
All right, after you put the drizzle the saffron on and the ghee, cover it with the lid and make sure you're on medium heat. Set a timer for 25 minutes and then we'll be good to eat. The time has come. There's nothing more to do, Aurora, because it's all done. I potentially made one mistake with this chicken biryani. When I was cooking it, I noticed that there was steam escaping from the covered pot. Now, one of the videos that I watched said that it's supposed to be completely sealed, so I'm hoping that doesn't affect the final product, but it's okay. We're gonna go with it. Hopefully it's delicious. I think it will be, because it's the most amazing smell my kitchen has ever had since I bought this house, so yeah.
The focus and dedication of plating a dish. He was very locked in. Is that what they do in kitchens? Do they like focus like that?
Yeah, ordinarily the chef would. And in like a higher class kitchen, no, people don't realize that like the chef isn't even the person putting it all together. I was explaining this earlier to Kraz that when you work in a commercial kitchen, you only cook one part of the meal. So you'll work saute and you'll throw it all together, but the chef or usually the sous chef will work the line and they're the person that does all the plating. And they just stand there and everyone hands them the cooked food and they put it together. So.
Oh, wow.
You ready to try it?
Yeah, that looks amazing.
All right, the chicken biryani. Biryani? I can't.
From the top, guys.
Chicken biryani is done and plated. Now it's time to try our lovely creation. Let's
looks
give it a go. Make sure you get some rice in there too.
That yogurt sauce is amazing.
Oh, you guys already ate it. That's really good.
That is amazing. 10 out of 10.
All of the spices are just coming out in this immaculate. This might be my favorite chicken dish that I've ever created.
You say that, I'm so hungry.
I know, and I get that. Might be because I'm hungry too, but it is so tasty. And the rice is amazing.
Everyone keeps going for second and third, so that's how you know it's good. No one took one bite and it's like, yeah.
All right, you guys, chicken biryani, I don't know, I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sure. I tried to get Google to pronounce it for me earlier, and I'm still messing it up. Anyways, this is a very common dish in India and a lot of different places, and I have to say it is delicious, so I would definitely give it a try. Make sure you check out a link to the recipe down below. Please let me know, what country should we do next? I'm excited to see what you guys want. Give us a like, follow us, subscribe. I love you guys. We'll catch you in the next one.